The 2026 NBA trade deadline was wild, chaotic, and full of moves that could reshuffle the playoff picture in both conferences. We saw stars changing uniforms, contenders getting help, underdogs retooling, and even teams standing pat in big ways. In this video, we're going to break down every deadline trade that actually happened, which teams improved, which teams hurt themselves, and what it means for the rest of the season. This isn't rumors. This is the official trade deadline shakeup. Let's jump in. This is our biggest headline deal. James Harden to going from the Clippers to the Cavaliers in exchange for Darius Garland. One of the biggest names of the deadline is James Harden, traded from the Los Angeles Clippers to the Cleveland Cavaliers in exchange for Darius Garland and a second-round pick. Harden, a former MVP and 11-time All-Star who's averaging over 25 points and 8 assists per game, instantly makes the Cavs a more dangerous playoff team in the East with elite scoring and playmaking. For the Clippers, getting Garland is a shift toward youth and long-term direction, especially with Kawhi Leonard aging and fewer long windows left. Another trade is Ivica Zubac to the Pacers for Benedict Mathurin, who went to the Clippers. In another West shakeup, the Clippers traded center Ivica Zubac and Kobe Brown to the Indiana Pacers for Benedict Mathurin, Isaiah Jackson, and draft picks. Mathurin, a 23-year-old wing who's posting nearly 18 points per game, gives the Clips more scoring and youth, while Zubac helps Indiana stabilize inside next season. This was a big move for the Clips. They're clearly thinking beyond just this year. Ochai Okbaji to the Nets, a 3-team trade. The Brooklyn Nets acquired guard Ochai Okbaji from the Raptors in a 3-team trade, also involving the Clippers. Okbaji offers the Nets a wing who can knock down shots off the bench and add some scoring depth, which every playoff hopeful needs heading into the stretch run, though Brooklyn probably will not make the playoffs this year. A trade that from the Celtics is Chris Boucher to the Jazz. The Boston Celtics moved Chris Boucher to the Utah Jazz, shedding salary and opening up a roster spot as they adjust their rotation. Boucher didn't carve out a big role in Boston, but this helps the Celtics stay flexible while integrating new pieces like Nikola Vucevic. Nick Richards and Rob Dillingham to the Bulls for Ayo Dosunmu. Chicago Bulls added Nick Richards and Rob Dillingham, a young big and a young guard, and a 3-team deal also involving the Suns and Bucks. This is a move for depth in Brooklyn, bringing in frontline rotation options and young talent. Jose Alvarado to the Knicks. The New Orleans Pelicans sent Jose Alvarado to the New York Knicks for 2 second-round picks in cash. Alvarado is a capable defensive guard who gives the Knicks backcourt help, especially useful in a tight Eastern Conference playoff push. Some other notable moves and depth changes include Jaden Ivey and Mike Conley Jr. to the Chicago Bulls in a 3-team swap with the Pistons and Timberwolves, bolstering Chicago's backcourt while sending Kevin Huerter and Dario Saric the other way. This kind of swap matters more than people realize. Changing the personality of a roster midseason can impact spacing, defense, and late clock play. Some other smaller trades include DeAndre Hunter to the Kings, with Cleveland bringing in Dennis Schroeder and Keon Ellis to add veteran depth and save on the luxury tax. These moves don't get big headlines, but teams hunting playoff positioning love low-risk rotational pieces late in the season. What these moves mean for the playoffs. The Cavaliers are going to make a push in the East. James Harden to Cleveland instantly moves the Cavs up as a more serious threat in the Eastern Conference. His scoring and playmaking gives them cover every night, and while he isn't that good in the playoffs, they do still have Donovan Mitchell, who has shown signs of being good in the playoffs. The Clippers have rebrewed. LA's moves, Mathurin, Jackson, Garland, feels like a reset. The Clips are pivoting toward a younger, more flexible group rather than chasing a title with Kawhi Leonard. With big vets clinging to aging windows. The Nets and Raptors shuffle. Okbaji to Brooklyn and other bench tweaks gives teams more 3-and-D depth, which matters more than ever in the playoffs. Many teams stayed quiet. Some squads, like the Rockets or some mid-tier seeds, didn't swing big trades. Sometimes standing pat says a lot about confidence in coaching, chemistry, and internal development. Final take. The 2026 NBA trade deadline wasn't just a day to make noise. It was a strategic reset for multiple franchises. Some teams added stars, some retooled for the future, some traded depth, and some made no moves at all. Now the real story begins. Who will these changes help, and who will regret them? Let me know which trade surprised you the most, and which team crushed the deadline. Like and subscribe.